Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. So in this video, I want to present about my lesson plan for virtual class. The topic is news item text. For the level is for senior high school, for 10th grade, and the second semester. For subject is English. And the skill is writing and speaking skill. Time allocation 19 minutes. For standard competence is true understanding the meaning of short functional text and simple essay in the form of narrative, descriptive, and news items in the content of everyday life and to assess knowledge. For basic competence, the first is respond to meaning in short functional written text, formal and informal, in an accurate, fluent, and acceptable manner that used in a variety of written languages in the context of everyday life. And the second, respond to the meaning and steps of rhetoric in the essay accurately, smoothly, and acceptable in the context of everyday life and to assess knowledge in the form of text, such as narrative, descriptive, and news items. For indicators, the first is respond to meaning in the functional text of a short letter appropriately. And the second is respond appropriately to the meaning and steps of rhetoric in the news item text. For learning objective, students are able to respond to the meaning in short functional text in the form of a letter appropriately. And the second is students are able to respond to the meaning and steps of rhetoric in the news item text appropriately. For learning materials, there are definition, purpose, generic structure, and language features. For the definition of news item text, is a text which informs the reader about events of the day. The events are considered newsworthy or important. For the purpose is to inform the readers, listener, or viewers about events of the day which are considered newsworthy or important. For generic structure, there are newsworthy events, background events, and sources. For the language features, is using action verb, saying verb, passive sentence, and use of adverbs in passive sentences. For learning media, I use PowerPoint, Zoom, laptop or mobile phone, and WhatsApp group. For the learning method, for model is contextual learning, approach is communicative approach, and for method is the discussion, assignment, and performance. For the learning activity, there are three parts. For the first is pre-activity, the second is main activity, and the last is closing. For the pre-activity, there are also two parts. For the first is greeting, like teacher greet students. Assalamualaikum, how are you? Good morning. And for the second is consolidation. Teacher check student attendance list. And next is tell the students about the topic that will deliver in this meeting. Now we move to main activity. there are three parts of main activity, such as lead-in, presentation, and production. For lead-in, the first activity, like teacher plays a video about news item in order to show what news item is. And the next, teacher asks students what they feel after watching the video. Teacher asks students what their opinion about the video, and then for the presentation and practice, teacher gives some more example of news items, and then teacher asks students to give another example of news item text. And then teacher asks students to analyze the generic structure from example of news item text in PowerPoint. And then teacher gives some evaluation to students individually, and then gives time to do the task. For the next instruction, teacher asks students to create a simple text of news item on topics that are trending now. For example, like coronavirus or anything. And then teacher asks students to present and practice. After the students' presentation and practice there's news items, teacher asks other students to give comment or feedback related to performance of their friends. Instruction, teacher asks students to create news item text and show their performance by made a video and then upload it to YouTube. And then they can share the link on a Google Classroom and ask the other friends to show their video. There are 4 aspects to assess the students. The first is attitude. Their attitude is more important. And the second is their skills. And the third is knowledge. For the knowledge, it is about the extent of understanding of the material that has been delivered. And then the last is confidence. It is about student confidence when they are talking or expressing their opinions. Maybe that's enough for me, and hope you enjoy it, and thank you very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.